Hello, welcome to your February Tarot Forecast videos. I want to share 3 distinct points about the energy of February itself before I start in on the readings. I'm going to take a few minutes with this intro, so if you wish you can skip ahead to where I begin actually pulling cards. I'll go ahead and put a time indication in the description box if you want to do that. First, I want to begin by stating the obvious, which is that we collectively recognize January 1st as the day that rings in the new year on the calendar. However, the beginning of February is when we actually truly enter a fresh new energy cycle. That is the real new year energetically. A lot of January was spent tying up loose ends of 2016, and this is because we entered the new year in January 2017, mid-cycle of a Mercury retrograde. This is not conducive to forward movement. Rather, it's a time to chill, reflect, and plan your next steps, and not take action to commence new things quite yet. Mercury went direct on January 8th and doesn't move out of its shadow for approximately 2 weeks after it goes direct. This means that if New Year's resolutions were started in January, they are not likely to endure and those plans will tend to unravel. Any resolutions for change that you want to implement in order to yield more permanent results would be more auspicious if began at the end of the month when the mercurial energy begins to pick up speed. Coincidentally, this is around the same time of the start of the Chinese New Year, which begins January 28th. And that brings me to my second point, which is sharing a little bit about this year being marked as the Yin Fire Rooster. 2016 was the Yang Fire Monkey. Yang energy is masculine, extroverted, and outwardly expressive. Fire is dynamic, changing, passionate, and all-consuming. The monkey is playful, chaotic, impulsive, adaptable, and clever, but not necessarily honest. Observing the way that monkeys behave will give you an indication of the characteristics they exhibit and how a lot of 2016 played out for us. So again, 2017 is the year of the Yin Fire Rooster. Much like last year, fire will mark the next 12 months as blazing, dynamic, and assertive energy. However, Yin energy is feminine, introverted, insightful, and inwardly receptive. So a lot of us will be tapping into our inherent reserves of strength and realizing our inner passions this year. There is a strong theme here of self-reliance. The rooster quality is confident, if not somewhat boastful, as it proudly sticks out its chest and fans its feathers. Roosters are notably guided by instinct as they greet the rising sun in the morning. Therefore, advice this year is to rise early to accomplish your goals and act on your first impulses. There can be danger in second-guessing yourself or maybe overanalyzing. It is lucky to have some sort of symbol or visual representation of a rooster in your home this year, which is why I have this guy over here. Because success and self-reliance comes easily to roosters, this is a great year to demonstrate leadership and gain real progress in what you want to achieve. So this brings me to my last point I want to make before I start in on your readings. 2017 numerologically adds up to a year 1. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 7 equals 10, and when you reduce the 10 by adding 1 and 0, you end up with 1. This means that no matter what your life path number or your personal year, there are collective beginnings within the human race as we begin a brand new 9-year cycle. The key word for a 1 year is independence. Other meanings are ego, ambition, initiative, and individuality. We will begin to see things that we have never seen before this year. We have already seen shades of the 1 year theme, as well as the monkey and rooster characteristics within the new political climate, but we don't really need to get into that here in this video. What is important to remember is that the New Year energy that commences this month is a year of personal success achieved through diligent perseverance and patience. Like the rooster crows at dawn, it is heralding in a powerful sign of awakening. Happy New Year! Now let's get started with your readings. Libra, for your February reading, I will be pulling 4 cards, 1 card for each week of the month. And I'm using the Connolly Tarot deck. Okay, so first week, second week, third week, fourth week, shadow card. All right, so the first week you have the King of Cups. Okay, what a charming gentleman this is. Okay, so he's very kind, he's very sensitive, and you know, he's also a social person. He likes his social group, and he may like to go out for, you know, a social beverage every now and then. He's got his cup in his hand, and I think that he's just generally well liked. He's very playful as well, and I just see him being being very emotionally available. Okay, so there's a sense of I guess he is definitely like a person of romance and romantic interest as well. You have some sort of offer invitation with the Knight of Pentacles with the second week, and you know, I see this as like the King of Cups coming in, and you know, this could be some sort of gift that you are receiving as well from the King of Cups. It's a romantic gesture. Okay, makes sense because Valentine's Day is coming up, and I just see you receiving something here. It's looks circular to me. It could be either chocolate. I see it's like a box of chocolates. It's round, circular. Either way, you know, there's a beautiful gift to be had. Okay, the third week, I see Temperance card. All right, Temperance has been coming up a lot. So this is really about balance and moderation so that things flow well in your life. There's an ease to life. And, you know, Libra, I'm seeing this as really knowing when to move ahead and knowing when to sort of pull back as well. And you're mixing different things here. You could be experimenting this week, experimenting with something new. The last week, I see the Strength card. Okay, so to me, this is like strength of character. And it's also, you know, commitment. Something that is long-lasting here. Strength is really like, I always see it as like showing what you're made of, showing your strength, rising to the task, rising to the challenge. And, you know, I see that you're in good company as well. Something has ended, or you may be changing your mind about something, because I have the 10 of Swords as the shadow card. And there is a similar energy here that you have with the Temperance card. I see this like sort of halo glowing above her head. It's white, and it's like ideas that are coming down to her from heaven. It's like divinely inspired ideas that you could be sort of experimenting with or mixing something together. Oftentimes I see this as like cooking or making things like with your hands. It's like crafty type things. It could be, well, I don't need to get super into the specifics, but I do see like a veil of white coming around here. It's like a glowing energy. For me, it feels like feminine beauty products. Interesting. But something is over, and it's possibly the harshness of, the realities, that you had just come through. Okay, because swords are sort of cold, harsh energies, and 10 is a definite ending, so that, a new idea can come into the picture, and you're putting something to rest here. So let's go ahead and pull an angel tarot card for some sort of advice for the Libras for February. Show me the advice card. Okay. The High Priestess. It says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. Okay. This card, the Strength card, is about having patience as well. Okay. It's about, waiting for things to come together. Something has to end before something new can start, okay? And I feel like this is like a phase of your life that has to maybe do with romance, okay? There's some things that you're tying up loose ends with here. Okay, let's see. So I guess that's what I'm saying is use your intuition. That's what I'm seeing for this. Okay, so I want to pull a card from the Gypsy Fortunes deck, and I have not done this yet for any of the other readings, and I thought it would be fun to do. They're a little bit different from the tarot and oracle decks. Yeah, so there's some sort of change happening here. I wanted to pull 3 cards to just sort of give me like a little additional insight into your month here. So you have some sort of like shocking surprise, transformation. The lightning is like, coming out of the ethers. It's coming out of the clouds. It's something that you can't really anticipate. It's not something that you can plan for. And I see it as something that was in the... You're moving away from that. Since this is the lady, this would be you here. Or it could be the person that you're interested in. So if you're male and you're interested in a female, this would be the woman that you're interested in. If you're female and you're interested in a female, this is the female that you're interested in here. Anyway, it's the woman in your life, whether that is you or someone that you like. Okay, fine. So she has dominion over her queendom here. And, she represents the inner aspects of herself. So she has this heart over her head. She thinks with her heart, basically. She thinks with what her heart is saying, and she follows her gut impulses and her feelings. Okay, she's very much in tune with her feelings and the wide range of feelings that there are in life. There's anger, frustration, sadness, joy, excitement, the whole range of human experience. She's very tapped into that. And then you have luck coming with the 4-leaf clover. You have the 3 4-leaf clovers here. And I see this sort of like trail. You can barely see it behind her. In the distance is this white trail. It's like a tiny indication of that. And here you see it in full view. Okay, so you're getting some sort of a lucky break here, okay? And just as easily as luck can come in, it can also go out. So in the past, it looks like some sort of shocking thing. It's sort of behind you, since it's literally like, behind you. You're moving forward towards luck here. And I think that this, change or shock or surprise this ending came as a surprise in your past, okay? But you're moving forward to like a fortunate, time of life here. I'm being led to say around the 25th, since I see the 25th card. I could be wrong. It could be the second week, being the 14th. It could be the 14th or the 25th, but there's something with these numbers that feels like a calendar date to me. The shadow card is the sun. Okay, sun is, you know, there's a 1 here, so we're all about the 1 year. 2017 is a 1 year. It's all about your personal power, your individualism, what it is that you want, how you shine in the world, the passion that you bring to the world that can be seen. I see another trail here. The path to success is not a smooth one, and it's not a straight one. So I do see that as being an indication of just keep going towards your goals, having patience to reach them, and you will shine. I want to go ahead and read the Gypsy Fortunes message that comes with each of these cards. But first I wanted to also say that since there's this like intense heat that comes from the sun, it's like if you get too close to it, it can burn you. Okay? But if you get too far away from it, it's like you can't bask in the warmth of it. Okay? It could be an indication of like things being too hot or too cold as far as like your distance for it. And maybe that's the balance that you're trying to do, is like knowing when to pull back and knowing when to pull forward. And towards this situation here. So anyway, the Gypsy wisdom meaning with this card is the sun shines on mud, but does not get muddy. Think about that one. I like it. All right. So Libra, this was your February forecast video. Thank you so much for watching and liking and sharing my videos, and for subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the upcoming videos.